Hi, broadcasting not live from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. Welcome back. Now we're going to talk about your website. And we're going to talk about how to build a website. Do you want to build your own website? What kind of website do you want technically? Or on the other hand, do you want somebody else to build the website for you, which is very easy to get that done. In the corporate world, they call that a make or buy decision. Do you make it yourself as a corporation, or do you subcontract the production of this thing that you're going to sell to someone else? And I'm going to say, unless you have a ton of money, I'm going to suggest that you build your own website. And if you go over to buildthegeek.com/members, you can get a subscription, and I will share with you how to build the site in a couple of different ways. The developer way, and then the way for people that aren't real technical about things, okay? I suggest that you build and maintain your own website, and that's because it's a daily function. To get on page 1 of Google for many different pages, which you will see is important as we get further into the series. It's a daily thing. Your Google Analytics, being on page 1 of Google means that you're making changes to pages. You're adding pictures. And it's all about the same product. You're doing the same product, but you're making changes. And when you want to make a change, you want to be able to know how to do that. Now, you can pay somebody to do this. But web developers are kind of strange, especially freelance web developers. And I have so much business from people who had websites built by people and then they just disappear. Web developers are notorious. And you can find a good one, but you're going to pay them. I've run into people that are paying their web developer $1,000 or more a month. And web development it's a lot of work. People do not, it's just like building a house, believe it or not. There's so much that is involved depending upon the web page that you want to build and the capabilities of it. So personally, I think it would behoove you to learn to build and maintain your own website so that when you have an idea at 11 o'clock in the morning, you can have it up to the world and have it optimized for Google by the afternoon. And I'm saying these things, and some of the technical jargon that I'm using may throw some people off, but everything that I'm saying right now is learnable. And the good news is for you folks that have the chutzpah to move ahead, the people that are getting scared off and turning off the video right now, well, they'll go get jobs at, McDonald's, or maybe a manager job at Procter & Gamble, something like that. So people will shy away, and that's the good thing about working at home and moving ahead with the technology, because all of the wannabes just run away from the challenge, which is a good thing for you people that have the chutzpah. So my decision, now let's get down to the decisions involved. When I say build a website, I've been writing code since I was one of the first websites on the internet ever. Really. And I can write HTML, and then CSS came out. So that would be a static page. And in my videos, I teach people how to use one of Adobe's products. It's called Dreamweaver. Most people build static pages with those. They have their purpose. And when I say static page, that means you might have 100 pages, but if you want to make a universal change on all of those pages, meaning that you have a Thanksgiving special and you have this little picture you want to put on 100 pages because it's Thanksgiving. Well, you have to go to each page, so to speak, not really, but most people do. You have to go to each page and 100 pages, change that, and then change the text on 100 pages. That is called a static page. Not a problem. Yes, you can do it. There's this new thing out. It's not really new. It's been around a few years, but it's become more popular. And that is called the Content Management System. They call them CMSs, and they're very easy to put together. And what that means is you have 1,000 pages and it's Thanksgiving, and you just do this thing in one spot on one page, and it changes your Halloween ad to Thanksgiving on all 1,000 pages. A very popular content management system is called WordPress. And it's free. WordPress is free, and I cover how to build, how to set up. You can set up a WordPress site in like an afternoon, controlling it, giving it the look that you want, and getting your text and all that stuff and images in there. That's another story. So what it comes down is to make or buy. Do you hire a web developer? I suggest do it yourself unless you've got the budget, unless you can find some cheap web developer, maybe in India, you can get them there, but then you have to call them, and then you have to talk to them. And if you get a web developer, consider it to like getting married to somebody, and you don't want to be married to somebody who's going to disappear one day. You don't know where they are with half of your money, stuff like that. Same with a web developer. If you get one, you want to be married to the web developer. I suggest that you manage your own website. And if you're going to manage a website and build your website, control it, I suggest you go with a content management system, and specifically I suggest WordPress. If you're a coder and and I'm going to say some things now that people have no clue what I'm talking about, but if you know your HTML, your CSS, your PHP, and my MySQL, well, fine. If you're comfortable with all of that, hey, go the Dreamweaver way. In fact, I prefer it because people don't hack stuff that you make. They might hack WordPress just because it's popular. So there you go. My suggestion is make your website and go with WordPress. And I can show you how to build it both ways on my subscription site, buildthegeek.com/members.